Greetings, Apple Dumpling Gang. I have new comic book reviews, and as always, they're brought to you by my own comic book I self-publish, The Red Knight. And issues 1 through 3 are out. That's a full story arc. Ha ha ha, I've done it. You can order the comic at the information below. If you do PayPal, just go to PayPal and hit send money, and then put my email address in there, brother-justin@hotmail.com. If you don't do the whole PayPal thing, check out the P.O. box and send a check or money order. The price is listed and the shipping is listed at below. Now, let's get going with some comic books. How about it? I'm going to start with issue 24 of Glory. And this is by Joe Keenage and, let's see, Ross Campbell. And I gotta say, in 2 issues, I'm in love. And this is a character I did not give a shit about previous. I always considered it, yeah, that Rob Liefeld's Wonder Woman knockoff. So what? Well, so what? Let's see. Last issue kind of brought us up to speed with the character's origin for the most part. She was the daughter, almost bringing peace to this world of, you know, these giant barbarian types and that are supposed to represent good, and these demon-like guys representing bad. Her father is the Demon King, and her mother's the Hero Queen, or something like that. And she came to Earth during the 40s to, you know, kind of become a superhero. And there had been like a 10-year gap or some sort where she's been gone. And there's this character named Riley who has been kind of dreaming about her and is kind of a fangirl of the character. And she starts on this quest to find out where she's been, and she discovers at the beginning of this issue, we learned that a war had broken out on her home world, and she joined the fight. And it ends rather horribly, actually. I'll even you know, reveal this. I mean, it's a quite dramatic opening for this issue. Where she finds her father has killed her mother, and then she in turn wails the fuck on him, apparently killing him really savagely. It's quite a start to this issue. Then we bring up to the present, where she's in a hospital bed. Well, not a hospital bed. She's bedside on a island just out of France, being taken care of by Gloria, who apparently was... I have to get back up to speed with the exact origins of the issue. She was basically her human connection in the previous series. Anyway, Riley's found her, and she's right here. She's been sick and kind of in a coma, where Gloria's been taking care of her and pretty much explaining to Riley what's been going on. And then, just before she goes to bed, Gloria wakes the fuck up. And by the way, I don't know if I can bring this. Look how fucking big she is compared to Riley. I don't know if you get that. And this scene is amazing because Riley's basically this big fan of hers and has been kind of obsessed with her all her life. And now she's meeting her. And the art by Campbell and Joe Keenan's writing here is just fantastic and really captures, you know, her just awestruck. I mean, she's just stunned, and this scene is so well done. And she tells her we gotta go, and so she and Riley take off, and the scene with them flying is really kind of touching, actually. If you kind of take a look, let's see, Riley's even tearing up a little bit. I love that scene. And it's just simply her flying across the water to take her to her hideout. And this scene is wonderful. I love the punching scenes on this page. Then she explains a little bit more about the war. And then we discover, well, something. It's quite a good reveal at the end. What a good cliffhanger. I am sold on this book. I put it on my pull. I think this is even better than New DC's New 52 Wonder Woman, frankly, in 2 issues. It's better than 7 issues of the New 52 Wonder Woman. Get it. I highly recommend it. Forget all that, oh, Rob Liefeld, blah, blah, blah. This is great. This is great comic books. I'm going to put this right next to Snyder's Batman and Wade's Daredevil. There, I said it. 5 RAM chips. Now, let's go to Avengers Assemble, #1 by, who else? Brian Michael Bendis and Mark Bagley doing the art. Oh, hey, what a cool coincidence. These are all the Avengers that's going to be in the movie. I don't believe it. And this shot does resemble a little bit of the Justice League New 52 Justice League pick. It looks a little similar. And let's see, we got these guys who are basically kind of the Zodiac crew, and you know, they're all assembled here. And let's see, the new Stark Tower has been rebuilt again. You know, Captain America and this Avengers kind of get together and doing some you know, good PR. You know, after, well, I'll tell you more about that shit going on in the regular Avengers book. This apparently takes place after that, where you know, the public, you know, kind of loves him again. Meanwhile, we go to Hulk, and he's being attacked by one of the Zodiac people, the one representing water. And actually, that's a beautiful, cool-looking design, I think, for that character. And they fight it out, and the military guys get caught in the middle, and it's a pretty, you know, good action scene. And then, let's see, I guess Hulk is this kind of Hulk kind of version of himself. I don't know. Hawkeye and Black Widow are doing something. Oh, they're trying to get this other artifact. They're apparently like trying to get these artifacts that the Zodiac guys want. There's a big fight, and I don't know. That's kind of it. Oh, the end. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not terrible. It's kind of existing, and it does kind of scream, we ordered this because we need a comic like the movie. I don't know. It's okay. I don't know if I'm going to really keep buying this. It didn't really grab me. I'm going to give it 3 RAM chips right down the middle. There's some good, and that's kind of it. Not really bad, but, you know, it exists. Now, I mentioned something going on in the Avengers book. Maybe I should have reviewed that one first, since I think this came before. This is issue 24 of the regular Avengers. This is Brian Michael Bendis and Acuna doing the art. This is the big end. Actually, I thought the conclusion was a few more issues off, but I forgot we had the big Avengers versus X-Men thing coming up very soon, so we gotta get this shit out of the way. Anyway, we find out what's been going on with Osborn, why he's been so powerful all of fucking sudden. I mean, he's always been strong as the Green Goblin, but he seems even more powerful now. And we discover that he has been, let's see, they've experimented on him with, I think it's these, I guess, you know, the DNA or I don't know, some kind of treatment from the Adaptoid, which was this kind of like artificial being that could like replicate powers when you touched him and shit like that. So, you know, they've basically infected him with that. Now he can like turn into the Hulk and, you know, grow all sorts of powers from, you know, just running into the Avengers. And I guess they hired some members of the Hand to work with him in this one. And I wonder, you know, if they were really excited about this job. But, you know, then they fight it out, and everybody kind of outsmarts them. By the way, the art is really lovely, as usual. It's really dark and cornered, and, you know, there's a lot of stuff in red here. And then everybody figures out, oh, if we touch him, then he'll maybe explode, and that's kind of sort of what happens. I assume Osborn's going to be in the hospital for a while. I don't know. I'm not quite clear on how he was looking afterwards. I don't know. I'm a little partly confused. It looked like he melted. But I don't think he's dead. That's kind of that. Then they arrest Agent Washington, who was helping them. And Obama has a scene with Captain America telling him, you know, you really need to get on this PR thing, because you know what? A lot of people fucking hate you right now. No, he doesn't say it like that. He, you know, says it in Obama language. But, you know, Captain America's saying, you know, I'm a soldier, you know, not a, you know, PR, you know, kind of guy. It's like, and he tells him, you know what, you wear the flag, for God's sakes. You know, don't tell me that shit. So I guess that's kind of what he's doing in the next issue. So, that's kind of it. That's the end of this story arc, actually. Wow. It was felt a little abrupt, but it was fairly satisfying. I'm going to give this 4 RAM chips. Now, Batwoman over in DC. Oh, I didn't get to talk about this very much with the DC logo. I've talked about this in Comic News with Duke and Manos. I hate the new logo. I think it's awful, and it's boring, and you can't see the D. Shouldn't you be able to see the D in the DC logo? There's only 2 letters, and I only see half of the C. I don't understand how anybody can defend this as a good logo. They go, oh no, it looks good when you put the Watchmen shit on it. And like, no, it still doesn't look good. It actually looks almost more confusing. It's terrible, and I really do hate it. It actually symbolizes, what's wrong with DC right now. Actually, it's just like market research to death, and that's what we got right here. So, with that said, issue 7 of Batwoman by J.H. Williams III, W. Hayden Blackman, and Amy Reeder doing the art. What's going on here? Batwoman finds that guy with the hook and beats the shit out of him pretty harshly, actually, for devastating Flamebird and almost killing her. And she discovers that the hook is actually the mastermind of the guy. He's like talking, and then he after she pulls the hook off him, he turns back into this guy named Rush or something like that. Or, yeah, Rush. Like, what happened to you? It's like, wait, who's Rush? Do you know who Rush is? You've been reading these issues. I don't know who it is. I feel like we need to do some readings on the comic so far. Meanwhile, Jacob, Batwoman's dad, is at the hospital with Flamebird, and that's actually a really lovely scene with him talking to her. Then Batwoman and, let's see, Batwoman and Sawyer are together on a date, and she sees this guy, and she attacks him. And then we get to the Bloody Mary scene, and, that's a cool character. And then Killer Croc is mutated, again, and some other stuff happens. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's like a Morrison story, except Morrison didn't write it. Maybe this will read really well when it's all traded, or, I got all the issues, but individually, these issues really don't make a whole hell of a lot of sense. So, this is actually not a terrific Batwoman issue. If you've been listening to me going, hey, maybe I should get into this Batwoman, don't get this issue first. Go back and buy number 1, for God's sakes. That's what it's fucking for. 3 RAM chips. And now we're at issue 9 of Powers. Yeah, this isn't 2013. New issue of Powers came out now. It's incredible. I know Michael Bendis has been publicly really apologetic about how long it took for the last issue to come out. It was like just about a fucking year. But he explained how busy he's been with the Powers of the pilot and ruling the Marvel universe. So I mean, it's been rather difficult. But as usual, him and let's see, Michael Avon Oeming are continuing their God Killer story right here, and we have more Autopsy. And, of course, we got, the wonderful dialogue going on between Walker and Sunrise? At Sunset? Sunrise, excuse me. Sunrise, Sunset. Fucking knows. But anyway, Sunrise has been spying on Walker, and she makes a decision in this issue as to what to do. Meanwhile, we got the big plot, and they meet up with Pilgrim in Chicago, and they got almost killed by this, apparent super god fight going on, where one of the characters is killed off. Actually, his head's blown off. Wonderful, wonderful art. The art in this book is always beautiful. And, I mean, just, damn. I mean, that's kind of something Bendis likes to do with this series. Like, hey, there's like 10 pages of, 15 pages of dialogue, and then all fucking hell breaks loose in the last, 5-6 pages. Quite good. If you can keep up with what's been going on with the story, it's definitely worth it. I'm going to give this 5 RAM chips. Love it as always. I really miss Powers. Well, that's it for now. Push the button, Lindsay.